2, 3, 4. We are brave enough to love. We are brave enough to show compassion. We are brave enough to listen and tell the truth.
Hi guys, welcome back to Virtual VBS. For those of you that don't know, my name is Hannah. I'm the youth ministry leader for Dilworth Lutheran Church. So excited to have you guys be a part of our VBS, and I get to do this week's lesson. So for our video today, we're talking a little bit about compassion and bravery. Being compassionate is not always easy. Sometimes we have to take risks in order to ease someone's hurt or suffering. So sometimes you have to kind of go out of your normal and maybe do something that you're kind of scared of to make somebody else feel good. We can be brave to jump in, share, protect, and speak up for others. Have you guys ever shared anything or protected anybody or spoken up for someone if they're being bullied? I hope so. All right, so here's some different things that we're gonna try. So help me finish these sentences about how people can be brave. Can you think of several ways that each person can be brave? All right, ready? Maya has extra food in her pantry. She can be brave, and I thought of selfless there because she could be brave and selfless and give some of that food to a food shelf, there we go, and share it with people that maybe don't have as much food. Here's another one. Taylor is a lifeguard. When someone is struggling in the water, Taylor can be brave and, got any good ones? I don't know about a good one for this one. I'm having a tough time thinking. Maybe brave and protective. They're trying to protect someone else and help and save somebody else. Hopefully you guys are keeping up on your swimming lessons so you don't need a lifeguard to come and help you out. Here's another one. Jaden sees a friend picking on a younger child. Jaden can be brave and, brave and what? How about brave and compassionate and can speak up for someone if they're being bullied? Ready? Sam notices the teacher never calls on Kai by the name they prefer. Sam can be brave and, how about brave and helpful? That's a good one. So those are some of the good ones, some of the different ways that we can be brave and compassionate. Today's song is about being brave. It doesn't mean you won't feel scared too. It's okay to feel scared. Part of being brave is overcoming your fear. So if you're scared of something, being brave means that you hide your fear and you just do it anyways. Have you ever jumped off the dock into the lake or maybe the diving board in the pool? I bet it was scary the first time, but once you did it, didn't it feel so good and so fun to do that? That's being brave. Okay. God gives us compassion so we feel brave enough to make choices that ease the hurt of others. So sometimes being brave means you have compassion for another person. Like if somebody was being picked on, you have compassion for them, and that's why that's why you want to be brave and help them out.
We are brave enough to love. Let's sing together. We are brave enough to love. We are brave enough to show compassion. We are brave enough to listen and tell the truth. We are brave enough to love. We are brave enough to show compassion. We are brave enough to listen and tell the truth.
So, learning how compassion begins with seeing and welcoming. Today, we're going to learn that compassion helps us be brave, right? Being brave sometimes means we don't know what's going to happen either. Sometimes it means that you have to just go into something not knowing what's going to happen. Like your first day of school. I bet you didn't know what was going to happen on your first day of school. Or your first day of homeschooling. I bet you didn't know what was going to happen there. Alrighty. Here's some things that I want you guys to think about, okay? How are friends brave? How were the friends brave in last week's story? Do you remember the story last week? So the friend was paralyzed, didn't know if his friends would help him. He didn't know if he would get to see Jesus. The friends didn't know what would happen when they got to the house to see Jesus. Maybe they wouldn't get into the house. Maybe the religious leaders or even Jesus would see them and turn them away. Maybe the friend who was paralyzed wouldn't receive the healing miracle. So how were the friends brave in that story? Here's another one. How was the friend who was paralyzed brave? How do you think that friend that was paralyzed might have been brave? To just go in and hope for the best. Remember, sometimes it means you don't know what's going to happen. Who else do you think was brave in the story? Things to think about. Compassion helped each of them be brave. So they had compassion for each other and were brave because they had compassion and love and caring for that other person. The friend who was paralyzed had courage that helped him trust his friends and ask Jesus for help. The friends' courage made them determined to do all they could to help him. Jesus' courage showed the friend who was paralyzed he was loved and accepted. We can all be brave because we're filled with God's love, and God always promises to be with us.
2, 3, 4. We are brave enough to love. We are brave enough to show compassion. We are brave enough to listen and tell the truth. We are brave enough to love. Let's sing together. We are brave enough to love. We are brave enough to show compassion. We are brave enough to listen and tell the truth. We are brave enough to love. We are brave enough to show compassion. We are brave enough to listen and tell the truth. We can be brave. We can be brave because we're filled with love from the bottom of God's heart. We can be brave. We can be brave. We are brave enough to love. We are brave enough to show compassion. We are brave enough to listen and tell the truth. We are brave enough to love. We are brave enough to show compassion. We are brave enough to listen and tell the truth. We can be brave. We can be brave because we're filled with love from the bottom of God's heart. We can be brave. We can be brave. We can be brave. We can be brave.
A couple more things here. When you guys see someone that's sad or happy or lonely, maybe they're scared or hurt, sometimes you can kind of feel that. So if you see somebody that's sad and then you start to feel sad, that means you have compassion for them. And that's empathy, when you feel what someone else feels. That's the first step. act on your empathy. So when you have empathy for another person, like if you feel scared when someone else feels scared, then you follow Jesus' example of compassion. Sometimes it's helping someone do something hard. Sometimes it's being honest about who we are and what we need. Sometimes it's showing love and acceptance for the person in front of us. These things can be hard, but that's okay. It's okay for things to be hard. That's part of being brave. We trust God to give us the courage to be brave with our compassion. All right, let's close with a prayer today. So place one hand on your head and one hand on your heart. We're doing this because compassion happens in our brains. This is where your compassion happens, but you also feel it in your heart. Here we go. Repeat after me. Dear Jesus, your compassion always looked like courage. Strengthen our hearts with your bravery as we risk, reach out, and lift up our siblings near and far. Help us keep our eyes on you. Amen. Don't forget to do your music video and to do anything in the packet that you guys got sent home of activities. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.
2, 3, 4. We